If you're looking for the next hit at breakfast, I've got it for you. It's a classic coffee cake with streusel. It's a riff on my mom's recipe. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Growing up, my mom would make coffee cake all of the time, and this is her recipe kind of taken to the next level. It is super simple with a cinnamon sugar filling and a streusel topping. It's heaven. It's to die for. For more delicious desserts and easy recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get in the kitchen. This recipe has a few parts, but it's worth it. We're gonna start by making that cinnamon filling with 2/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. You're gonna whisk that together until it's just all combined. That's gonna be the filling for our coffee cake. Again, there's like 3 steps to this coffee cake recipe, but it is totally worth every single minute you spend making it. Once that's ready, go ahead and set it aside, and we're gonna make the streusel topping by adding 1/4 of a cup of melted butter, 1/4 of a cup of flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon to a bowl, and stir until it's nice and combined. You can see how moist this cake is, and you can see how crumbly the topping is, that brown sugar. You could also add chopped nuts to the streusel topping. We did that a lot when I was a kid. Once that's done, then we're going to start off by mixing together our dry ingredients. So 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. And then set that aside, and we're gonna start with 1/2 of a cup of melted butter to make our cake. And we're gonna add 1.5 cups of granulated sugar to that. Just go ahead and whisk or stir that together until it's all mixed. It's gonna be kind of sandy and not completely creamed or mixed together. Just get it as mixed as you possibly can, and then go ahead and add in 2 large eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it together until it's nice and smooth, and then add 1 cup of milk along with the dry ingredients, and stir it together until it's a nice thick cake batter. You can substitute any kind of milk or non-dairy for this. Another great thing about this recipe is the cake itself can be made with vegetable oil or melted butter, either way. Once all of your components are ready, we're going to layer this in the pan. So put half of the batter in the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch pan that's been sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. And then you're gonna sprinkle that cinnamon sugar filling all over the top of that bottom layer. So just sprinkle it until it's nice and smooth. Smooth it out with your hands. Then drop the remaining batter on top of the filling. It's gonna be a little tricky to get this all spread out evenly, but use an offset spatula or something, or knife, to get it nice and spread evenly all the way to the edges of the pan. It'll wanna lift up because of that cinnamon sugar filling, but just work it until it's all smooth and even along the bottom of the pan. Once that's done, then you're going to add that streusel topping that we made. Just sprinkle it evenly over the top of the top layer of cake. And once that's all layered, you can see all those gorgeous layers in there. And then you're gonna bake this at 375 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until it's nice and golden brown and cooked through, and a toothpick comes out clean. And this coffee cake, once you make it, you're never gonna make any other version of coffee cake. I have lots of favorite versions, but this is my favorite. It's just classic and simple. It's gonna be your favorite holiday breakfast. I know you're gonna love it. Leave me a comment if you've tried it and let me know what you think, and keep watching for even more breakfasts.